Right, listen up, petrol heads and tree huggers. Today we're comparing two very different beasts, the Tesla Cybertruck and the Toyota Hilux. One's a futuristic metal box, all sharp angles and electric dreams. The other, it's about as subtle as a brick, built to survive the apocalypse. First impressions, Cybertruck looks like it fell out of a sci-fi film. Love it or hate it, you can't ignore it. The Hilux, well, it looks like a Hilux. It's been around for decades and it'll probably outlive us all. Which one's better off-road? Let's find out, shall we? The Cybertruck is packed with electric motors. It's got torque for days, enough to tow a small planet. And with its low center of gravity, it should handle like a dream. In theory. The big question is range. Can it handle a long day in the wilderness without needing a recharge? And will those fancy touchscreens survive a mud bath? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the Cybertruck is bringing some much-needed innovation to the off-road world. The Hilux needs no introduction. It's been to war zones, climbed mountains, and probably even rescued a kitten from a tree. This thing is built to last. It might not have the Cybertruck's fancy electric powertrain, but it's got something just as important, reliability. You know, a Hilux will start every time, even after you've driven it through a river. It's basic, it's rugged, and it's practically indestructible. What more could you want from an off-roader? The Cybertruck boasts adjustable air suspension. This means you can raise and lower it to tackle different terrain. Sounds impressive, right? But the Hilux, it doesn't need fancy air suspension. It's got solid axles and leaf springs built to withstand anything you can throw at them. Which one is better? It depends what you're after. The Cybertruck offers adjustability, but the Hilux is all about simplicity and toughness. Section 5. Tires and clearance clawing through the muck. Both the Cybertruck and the Hilux come with chunky off-road tires. These things are designed to grip onto anything, from mud to rocks to snow. Ground clearance is important too. You don't want to get high-centered on a rock, do you? Luckily, both vehicles have plenty of clearance to spare, so in terms of tires and clearance, it's a tie. Both are well equipped for serious off-roading. Section 6, my Cybertruck adventure Silicon Valley goes to Moab. I took the Cybertruck to Moab, Utah, the off-road capital of America, and let me tell you, it turned heads. People were stopping to take pictures, asking questions. The electric power was impressive. It crawled up slick rock with ease, but I was constantly checking the range, worried about getting stranded. And those touch screens? Let's just say they didn't love the dust. Overall, it was a mixed bag. Section 7. Hilux in the outback. This thing's seen some action. I've driven the Hilux all over the world, but my most memorable trip was in the Australian outback. We're talking hundreds of miles of dirt roads, scorching heat, and not a single mechanic in sight. Did the Hilux care? Not a bit. It just kept going like a trusty old dog. It might not be flashy, but it's reliable as the sunrise. And that, my friends, is what matters most in the wild. Section 8, and the winner is... Drumroll, please. So, which off-roader comes out on top? It's a tough one. The Cybertruck is innovative and exciting with its electric power and futuristic features, but for sheer dependability, the Hilux wins hands down. It's been around for decades, and it's proven itself time and time again. It's like comparing a shiny new smartphone to an old-fashioned hammer. The smartphone might be packed with features, but the hammer just works. Section 9, in conclusion, choose your weapon. Ultimately, the best off-roader for you depends on your needs. Want the latest technology and don't mind taking a risk, go for the Cybertruck. But if you want a vehicle that's guaranteed to get you there and back, no matter what, the Hilux is your answer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a date with a certain Japanese pickup truck. We're going to do some donuts in a muddy field.